Micron and this story, Chris, warning about the impact to revenue, but the cause is a clampdown by the Chinese government in the context of cybersecurity. What do you make of that?
Well, what we see here is the playing field being set for really a next generation of economic warfare that's happening right now. The Chinese have been stealing ideas from American companies for years. And in the case of Micron might need to think about what type of technologies they can actually export and build in China, knowing that they're at risk of being taken or reproduced.
Yeah, I mean, what's fascinating, Chris, is actually it was but a day or so ago, Bloomberg had a story that Micron is still investing. They're investing $600 million in terms of trying to still build out in China, still trying to think about a packaging plant in particular there. Paul has said it so right. They don't want to lose out on an economy that is still eventually going to rebound post-COVID and is a key consumer. How will we ultimately be separate? Will we have one technology economy versus another?
Well, when we have a situation where foreign state actors are actively rewarded and hacking into United States companies, American CEOs are actually going head-to-head with these state intelligence agencies. And it's a serious challenge. And I think there will always be risk management in how much of our technology we have built and share overseas versus in the United States. And I do think we see a pullback there and some more conservative behaviors across the board.
In the world of technology, we also see Bill Gates in China, Chris, meeting with President Xi, and reports from the media saying that Xi, in the conversation, would welcome US AI companies to China and have their technology in that nation. From a cybersecurity perspective, how does that work in practice?
Well, the United States is great at cybersecurity. Our government has eye-watering capabilities in cybersecurity. The Chinese are ahead of us in AI. TikTok has been the biggest experiment and successful adventure in artificial intelligence. So the thought of our artificial intelligence technologies, shipping them to China, I don't think is a very good idea until we either alter this behavior or really lock ourselves down and take this threat seriously. China plays the long game. They want to take our ideas. They don't want to make iPhones for us. They want to be Apple. They want to be Micron. That is the long game. Our other adversaries, Russia, other state actors, where they're more interested in near-term economic gain, like ransomware, have different motivations than the Chinese who are playing the long game on intellectual property theft.
Chris, bear with us, Caroline. I think we've got some breaking news on the subject of China.
Yeah, Anthony Blinken, of course, currently set to be on a trip soon enough to China, currently telling us in a news conference that he looks forward to his Beijing trip overall and that he wants open communications with China. Chris, to that end, when we're seeing such breaking news when it comes to a geopolitical narrative, that we remember that Anthony Blinken was meant to be with Xi Jinping or indeed in China, and then a so-called spy balloon ended that back in February. Today, how much more risk is there from a cyber perspective, from a technological exchange perspective? Can we ever really see sort of bridges being built from your perspective, from a political perspective, and then indeed from an economic one?
Well, I think there's really a cultural issue. The Chinese don't feel it's wrong to take other people's ideas and implement them. They will keep doing this. Not much has changed in the cyber landscape in the last 3 months, other than the fact that in the last week, we've seen 3 major cyber attacks, 2 of them attributed to China. For this visit going on, if you were having lunch with someone who had just broken into your house, you might want to talk to them about it.